Vince and Connor and me went for a walk in the inner world a couple of days ago to let Artemis take over the front. Which, by the way, super grateful to them. So grateful. And they helped today, even though they were really dissociated while they were fronting. And I just appreciate that so much. And I love having them around. And it was so cool going for a walk inside with Connor and Vince, because since fusing between, like, okay, so there's a lot of parts of me, and if I was gonna like explain how many parts of me I'm speaking from, this gets confusing and complex. But I want to say there are about, I think, 3 parts of me who were long-term hosts, all fused together, and with parts of me who were caretakers, animal alters, and a persecutor / persecutors on and off. And the host parts of me, like, zero fucking engagement with the inner world. Engaging with the inner world has always been really hard for different reasons and in different ways. But the other parts of me, some parts of me were trauma locked. One part of me was in an inner world life that was like completely disconnected from the world that we have now, where it was like this whole life built around me based off of some of our experiences. Fucking wild, man. And then like a part of me that kind of just existed in like void space / didn't, but would be triggered out for experiences in the front. But there are at least 2 or 3 parts of me, and maybe more, I can't quite tell, but thinking from 2 parts of me at least very clearly, who lived like our whole fucking lives in the inner world. I guess one part of me, I was shut inside a community in the inner world, in the world, in the part of the world that we live in now. So I know that place very well, and it has been really fucking depressing to not be able to access it since fusing with host parts of me. And I get like, first I just didn't, like, I did not have contact with it, and then slowly over time I've built contact and been able to see it slightly more clearly and be able to interact, but not that far in. And like, it would like fry my fucking brain, like circuitry being fried, to try. And then also it would like seriously trigger bouts of denial and disconnect from the inner world and inability to reach people. And like, it did a fucking lot basically to try to enter the inner world at any point. And then I could only go as far back as like the back of the van that kind of opens out into the living room. So like, I couldn't even get to the fucking living room for a long time, which is just right there. Like, how many feet? Oh, it fucks me up to look behind me and not see it. Like, how many feet away? It's I estimate the van is no more than 9 or 10 foot long, maybe. And then, bear in mind I have dyscalculia. It's a pretty short hallway. 4 or 5 foot. another maybe 5-6 foot from the end of the hallway to the sofa, which is like in the middle of the living room. So, like, cool, I can count it up when I watch this back. However many fucking feet that is combined. Like, it's not far, and I could not get past the end of the van for like the longest fucking time, and it sucked. And now we managed to go for a walk and actually like find, we got a place that has like rooftops for parkour, kind of similar to like this set of school roofs that we used to break into to like actually run across the top of and do parkour for like a whole bunch of years of our childhood. That was just like where we played. Came out of school to break back into school to jump across the rooftops. Oh, I gotta love it. So it's like kind of like those, but it has extra like blocks, I guess, and walls and posts and like kind of obstacle coursey type things. Anyway, it's very cool. Rocks as well. And like it's kind of based off of places and trees, but like spindly ones with branches that you can like go from like the tops of. It's very cool. It's a place just specifically for climbing around and being all like, yeah, doing parkour. And we managed to walk all the way to there, which is not that close to the house inside. It's like, I estimate 40-minute walk at human speed, depending, because we have like non-humans that can travel faster, but it's cool because it's actually in the inner world and I could actually get there and we could play around for a while and like sit and chill and talk and like, just hang out in the inner world again, which was really fucking nice. I forget how much like how real it is. It's mad. It's like some things are a little bit different. Some textures, like eating is weird. The taste is actually very accurate. The texture of food is not 100% right inside. A lot of us still like to eat, but like, it's a little off. The same with like, I think water's pretty accurate. Kind of the wind is you notice the wind out here being particularly tangible and particularly real when you feel it after being inside. But when you're inside, it's not like I think, this wind feels less real. It's just like, there's so many tangible fucking things. I forget, like, I skinned my fucking knees inside, missing a jump, and like, it skinned my stomach pulling myself up over a wall. Like, little things. My muscles ache inside. There's like shit tons of things that I'm like, damn, I forget how avoidant I can be of like trying to make a jump in the inner world because I'm like, I'm scared, I don't want to fall, it's going to hurt. It's like, it's wild. I guess for some host parts of me as well, it's kind of new. It's probably not just that I forget. It's probably that I just know it's been an hour and I'm like, what the fuck? It's probably like, it's new for some parts of me, as well as going back in other parts of me. It's probably like some of the first experiences some host parts of me have had. I think there's only one host part of me that actually could interact with the inner world, and that was after a period of near dormancy and giving up the role of host to another person, so it's like, man, I fucking love being inside and being able to go back inside. Okay, it's been a fucking hour. It's my dog's birthday on the 17th, and I want to be able to be awake in like mortal hours to be able to give her a nice walk in nice parks while we avoid dogs. Which means that I've got to flip my sleeping round today. It doesn't really matter how I do it, but I need to be up tomorrow at a decent time. It's 7 a.m. in case you're wondering. It's 7 fucking a.m. because insomnia. When you've had like 2 weeks straight of nightmares, you get really put off going to sleep, I think. Every fucking day, I'm not even thinking about it. So our sleeping has flipped round because I'm like avoidant of going to bed. And now I can't go to bed unless I am drop dead exhausted, which I am now, but if I go to bed at 7 a.m, it's gonna be a stupid fucking time. I could try and nap. I could try and nap until like 11 and then be exhausted today and then go to bed early. Possibilities. Either way, I'm handling that revelation like a champ because I swore it was 6 a.m. and then also it was just 3. The way time moves with dissociative disorders